Welcome back to our Oxygen Not Included All Achievement Run. We are on episode number 59. That is quite the achievement in itself, I think. We're going to start off by making sure the other asteroid has enough tasks in order to keep up with starting to destroy all the different areas in here. This is going to allow all of it to fall down directly to the bottom because we have a lot of polluted water pretty much everywhere up at the top of the base here, or at top of the asteroid. We want to probably get up to the coal generator and then also move over in this direction. There we go. That's just going to let us do what we need to, and then we will plumb this in a little while. Actually, why don't we just do that right now? Let's go liquid pipe, and then we have output. Let's go out and over. Right, there we go. And then we need to flip that around. Let's go water sieve, flip that around like so. And then back up. Perfect. So now all of this will have a reoccurring or self-revolving water once this is set up. We will need to pump in a little bit of water. So let's do that down here. Plumbing. Liquid pump. Right. And then wires. We're gonna go all the way down. Perfect. Alright, that will give them something to do there. Let's go back to the other base. Alright, they're still in the process of providing water over here. We aren't quite ready to start the Aquatuner setup yet to see if it actually works. Still have all of the fun little Pacu just flopping around, flippy-flop. Let's see. Barbecue. Oh my gosh, it just keeps talking about all the Pacu. That's okay. I wanted to see if we are in the sterile environment. We are in a sterile atmosphere, which is what we want to see. So they're cold and sterile. So if we look at the food inside of it, let's just click on the fried mushroom. Sterile atmosphere keeps going on and off. I wonder if there's... Oh, it's because there's a lot of oxygen coming in and out. We need more carbon dioxide to make its way over here. Once all the carbon dioxide starts hanging out, it'll be fine. Perfect. Okay. So, how is our igneous rock? 67 tons. We made it to where all of the hatches here are... we only have 3 ranches instead of 5, right? Because we were powering through igneous rock like it was nothing. So we don't need that much, especially when we have all these mushrooms plus all of the fish, which we forgot to continue. Maybe we should do a Pacu egg. Let's do that here. Let's do a Pacu egg. Oh, we can't do a Pacu egg if we don't have any. But we'll put an incubator up here. That's gonna allow us to at least put eggs up in that area. Same concept. Whoa. Let's go to automation. Let's deconstruct all of that. We don't need that anymore. And then we want automation there. Perfect. We threw all of the steel we have back here behind this storage. So anything we make steel-wise goes right here, and we don't have to worry about using it until we are ready for it. We may test this out to see if this works with just the gold amalgam and the actual gold Aquatuner, right? Someone said to test out the materials overlay and then change it to metal. So this is actually very helpful. I think, yeah, it tells you iron. Wow, look at that. Gold. Everything is made out of copper here, and it's actually the different color of everything. So if we are unsure if something was made out of steel or not, I guess that this overlay would help very, very much so. Wow. I didn't realize that it was that elaborate when you switched it to metal. I thought it was only going to be yeah, like that. So when we switch it over to something's over to steel, we'll change it to see, like we'll change it to this overlay, and we'll see what it looks like. Oh, this is made out of steel, and so is the doors and the pajama cube. Wow. Okay, so it is like a different color altogether. That's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. Thank you for that suggestion. I really appreciate it. All right, now that we have some stuff going on, let's go to 2 times, or whatever that is, medium speed. Whoosh! They're flying all around. Where are you guys going? Igneous rock is down there. Okay. So if we do that, gives them something to do. No, don't even bother with that. We're gonna leave the chlorine and everything up there. I don't need to add it up into this, because if we break this open, it's going to slowly work its way up over here, and we don't need that right now. Let's see. That is unreachable, I think. Let's look at the germs. Okay, a lot of the germs are taken care of, but I don't think that that's gonna work. I think we need to take care of that. Right. Food has decayed. That is the whole point of us doing this, is to take care of the food there. So what I think we might need to do, yeah, I think we're gonna do this just to make this faster. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Allow it to just be built, drop all of the water. This is just taking way too long, in my opinion. I want this done, like, now. So let them finish that. Let's take a look at our other... Oh, we don't have someone able to turn it on over here. Okay. Cancel activation. We need the field research skill in order to make that. Okay. Whoa. Now, why are they doing other things? Can they not reach? No, they can reach. Socializing. You weren't... Who were you socializing with? There's nobody there. Oh my gosh, that is great. What are you doing? Just talking to myself. You know, no big deal. Alright, all this yucky water and yucky air. We won't be able to clean it until all of the polluted dirt is out of here. Don't think it's going to happen for some time. So Alright, they're fine. They've got plenty of stuff to do. Just come back over here. Is all of that reachable? Okay, it is reachable. Good. Do we have a lot of sedimentary rock? Let's take a peek. Sedimentary rock. No, we don't. So let's go back to plumbing. We did regular pipe. This is sandstone. It doesn't need to be insulated. And then we want priority 8. There you go. Look at them go. Now they're really fixing it. We will have water in the steam turbine area. It's going to happen. That's right. And then once it's ready and done, we will cut the pipe. There we go, almost there. Is that one reachable? No, it's not reachable. Oh no. Here, do this. Now you should be reachable. Yeah. Awaiting sandstone delivery, and boom. So now, water should be making its dandy way over here. Yes, yes, yes. This is going to be much faster. Make sure there's no germs. No germs. Right? Perfect. Okay, it's almost there. Let's put the water here, or let's put an insulated tile here. Deconstruct you. Done. Okay. Let's see. How much liquid is there? It's almost getting done. Slowly getting more and more. Just a little bit at a time. Right? Yep. We are almost there. So close. You can see the water going up. It's almost at 200 kilograms. 200. Okay. I think we're good to put this here. Come on. And then let's just cut this off temporarily. What do you mean? Oh, it's just grayed out. I don't know why. Let's there we go. Perfect. Hopefully this is ready. Let's see. Come on. Let's go down to like -1. Just leave it to -1 for now. Come on, somebody build it. There we go. And perfect. Okay, so generator idle, all inputs blocked. All right. That doesn't have power because we did not provide that. Last thing. And then we will connect it up and see how terrible of a job we did. All right, coffee sip. Thank you. All right, so that should be done now. Everything has power. Let's see. Current temperature. Send green signal if it is above. Alright. Let's take a look at this. So this is warm, right? We're sending cold water in there. Let's actually change that too. Can they reach that? Should be able to. From here. It was bothering me. Oh, they go inside, and that's fine. Alright, let's look at the temperature. It's getting pretty hot. Very hot. Oh, man. Woo! Look at that. It's really getting hot in there. And those temp shift plates are warming up. I hope this is working the way we want it to. Alright, so let's see. Let's just go to plumbing. Going in at 23, coming out 10 degrees colder. And as this becomes colder and colder, what's going to happen is the Aquatuner is going to be doing less and less work, right? But this is why we did the temp shift plates, because we wanted this to send all of that over and change it to the water, exchange the heat from the Aquatuner to the water, right? So this is slowly going down every second. It was at 9 degrees Celsius a moment ago, and now it's going lower and lower and lower. We can look at our tile here. It's going down to 23 degrees. The metal tile is going just as fast as the regular radiant liquid pipe, which is what we wanted, right? This is getting pretty hot, but it's also cooling really fast. And the whole point of having the steam turbine is this is going to get so hot at some point that this should turn into steam. All of the water that's inside of these tiles should turn into steam, and then that will provide us with a good amount of power just to go back into the smart battery. And we put this smart battery on the opposite side of the power generation. This way it's separated from the rest of it, and we can still provide power to both of the, or a power wire to both of those while we're waiting. So let's go back to let's look at the liquid again. Let's pause it. All right, so we went from 9 degrees Celsius down to 4.3, right? So we're going in at 17.2 and we're coming out at 4.3. So this is magical, right? Let's look at the temperature. It's still not going above 60 degrees. Now, I thought the thermo Aquatuner was made out of... Oh, this is made out of gold. This is made out of gold amalgam. So this is just a test with the gold amalgam, because that gives it the plus 50%, right? Normally, if this is going to continually get super, super hot and you don't have temp shift plates, you would want this made out of steel, because that would thoroughly increase the amount of temperature that you could have this go up to without it breaking. If this does not work, and say this starts breaking, then we will change it to steel. But I think this is going to be okay, since all we are doing is changing this to a ice, like ice. I think that's how it's going to work. And it is working. It is working really well. 1.7, we're dropping. We're on the fast track. Let's just leave that alone for a few minutes and look at other stuff. See what else we can do. We don't have a water anywhere. Let's do regular water as well. Have them sweep all of this up. Okay. And then we want Pacu eggs in here. if we can manage it. Right? Can we move one of these Pacu? Just like move it here? Maybe? We'll see if... No, probably not. It was worth a shot. Let's do -5. Because now it's at -2, 3. The water is still 18.2 degrees Celsius. And it's going down, right? So for water to freeze, -0.6 degrees Celsius for water to freeze, right? And we are at 16.6. So this is going to take a hot minute. This is working great. All this water is getting really warm. This will probably turn to steam, and yeah, it's gonna be great. All right, now what? What else are we doing? Oh my gosh, look at all these hatches. We have so much barbecue to make. It's not even funny. Salt water. Draco is starving. All right, is this green? It is not green. Sorry, Draco. And then, yeah, we don't need you either. And then, let's just make some more barbecue. That's right. All right, let's check on the other place. Oh boy. Yep, we don't need any more of that. Let's see, what do we want to do here? We want... So our mess hall is here. We have cooking stuff, but it's all in polluted oxygen. Let's start this. Let's see, let's look at the temperature. Temperature's really chilly over there. Let's do... Wait, do they have any... Who is this? Joshua and... Where's the other duplicate? Who is it? It is... Joshua and Dom. So let's look at their skills. Alright, Dom... You have a lot of morale, but we need a digger. Yep. Oh yeah. There we go. And then Joshua's our cook, who's got a lot of morale. Just increase your carrying capacity a little bit. We're not gonna go crazy because we want to keep some free morale. We want some bonuses in there. What are we going to do? I know. We're going to open this up a little bit. There we go. We want this to be consistent all the way across the board. Let's wipe up all this, and then let's create a manual airlock door here. And then we are going to break open into the area right here. I want this anti-entropy thermal nullifier. I want it. Idleness. Okay. So, since we have so much going on here, clearly, idle dupes, we should mop all this, right? We should throw... Okay, bleach stone is in here. We want some liquefiable ice, polluted ice. Copy the settings, put that there. Let's make them pick this up, pick all this up, pick any of that up, any of that, and that. Oh my gosh. Stuff all over the place. Yeah, this will keep them busy for a while, right? Eventually we will work on the rocket. Right now we're trying to get this freezer taken care of. Okay. It's at 60 degrees. And how long does it take? 99.14 to get evaporated. Okay. This is getting really chilly in here. That's good. That's what we want. It's going up on the temperature, probably because everything around it is pretty warm and the stuff inside of it is pretty warm. So this is going to take a little bit of time. Let me pause it for 1 second. Let's go. I'm looking at something really quickly, everybody. Just give me a moment. Let's go here, here, and here. Let's see, we want Let's copy that and move that to the desktop. There we go. All right, continuing on. I really hope this works. Why are you not moving? Oh, this is why. Let's do, how long before the brine freezes? Let's look at the brine over here. Brine. Freezing point -22. Okay, and that is why we used brine. So let's do -18. That's going to allow it to keep going and cool everything off. See, if we did polluted water, it's -20, so it's closer to that. But I think this is a way better option. Let's see. Yeah, see, a lot of this stuff is really warm, and that's kind of why it's going up and down and up and down and up and down. But once all this is really cold and this is actually a freezer, I think we'll be good. Look at all that stuff. It's even the insulated pipe is going down, even though it's insulated pipe. How hot is this getting? It hasn't gone over 70 yet. Water is only at 40 degrees-ish Celsius. Okay, do we have idleness? We have some idleness, but... 361,000 calories. That is a lot of calories. Are we allowing them to eat brine mushroom? Let's look. We are. Okay. Let's just disable this building temporarily. We have so much food. Alright, let's look. How cold is this getting? Yeah, it's getting chilly. 4, 3, 2, 1. All this is dropping. And I want to know if once this freezes, will all of the water stay frozen and then the water behind it continue? That is the question. Right? We want to know if this is going to perpetually keep things cold. That is what we want. Other freezer setups I've seen have done a really good job of doing this, so I think we're in the clear. How many Drekos are in here? There's not enough. Why did they get out? Let's go, yeah, grab both of those. Not sure why those are out of their enclosure here. Both green. Is there any more? I don't think there is any more. Nope. Looks good. So we've got all the seeds. All this is being 1, 2, 3. Let's just get rid of all of this extra stuff. No, don't you know what? I don't care about the wolframite being used as a sleet wheat thing. See, is it warm in here? It's okay. How's this stuff doing? It's above 60 degrees. These are staying at 66 degrees Celsius. Everything here is pretty good. Oh yeah, look at that. It's going down. And that's going up. It hit above 70. Insufficient oxygen generation. All right, let's look at the pipe. Make sure we've got... Okay, we've got enough water, so it should be good. Power is good. We have a lot of coal. Let's actually look. Let's put coal in here. C-O-A-L. Oh, yeah. Look at that. 729.9 tons. That is a lot of coal. Pretty surprised we didn't get into that sooner. But that's fine. Oh, what I wanted to do... Come on, Dom. What are you doing here? C-O... Want to throw that on our list here. Keep an eye on it. Don't need to keep an eye on plastic anymore. We're out of copper. How is the dormant and dormant? Wow. Okay. Alright, let's look at the temperature. Wow, look at that. We're down to 5.6, 5.8. Oh yeah. Everything is starting to get cold. See all of the food behind these Pacu that we are going to... Alright. Yeah, I'm done with the Pacu jumping around. Yep. That's great. Talk about a, you know. How many Pacu do you get to murder? Well, there's a lot in there. Oh man. Sorry about that little glitch there. When you have a giant amount of save, like the saves get bigger and bigger the longer you have. Let's look. See, all that is getting cold by the second. The metal tile is negative in the negatives. We can't go much further on the liquid brine. Let's see how cold. It's getting really cold. Really, really cold. And that's okay. That's alright. Let's take a look at these guys. Ooh. We're making progress. Okay. Yeah, break this open and go down. That way. Oh man, ethanol would be a way better liquid for that. There it is. The anti-entropy thermonullifier. Oh man. Alright, let's throw a ladder here. We put this in place, and this is to allow any of this water to melt and just go right back in. Negative 27 degrees. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is send ethanol over and then use ethanol as the coolant. I mean, we could just make super coolant, but I'd rather just use ethanol since it's negative 114. That is fantastic. Where's the input? That's the output. The input is here, and we need a field researcher. Okay. So that won't be for a little bit of time. We have a lot of wheezeworts. And nosh sprouts. What does those temperatures need to be? 0 to negative 25. Okay, so they need to be cold, huh? Yeah, they do. They need to be cold. Okay. What else are they doing in here? Let's take this, cut the pipe. Alright, we don't need any of this. Let's get rid of all this. It's just extra at this point, and it also gives them something to do. Bog bucket. There we go. And then mop all this up. There we go. That will be key. Alright. Idleness. Alright, how cold is this getting? Unrefrigerated. Yeah, I know. It's getting pretty cold, but I don't know if it's getting cold enough. Yeah, I don't think this is getting cold enough. But the area is also getting chilly, so that's good, right? See, everything is going around and around and around and around and around. And that's why I thought it would be okay. Water is at negative 1.2.34. And what is the freezing point? The freezing point is at negative 6 degrees, but it's still not frozen. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't this be frozen right now? Let's see, what do we have? Wait, do we have a fry egg up here? We do. Remove. Now jump, jump, jump. There we go. A flippity flop. We want to do this at like 20%. We don't need this on for very long. And then we want to do an AND gate again. AND gate, where are you? There we are. And then we this is how we do that. And then we cut this and go. And then we cut this here. And then we go here. There we go. So we have two dependencies. As long as there's not more than, I don't know, how many are in here? 5? Let's see. We have 76 tiles. They need 8 tiles each. 8 times 8 is 64. And 72. So we can have 9 Pacu in here if we wanted. But I think to be safe, we're going to do 8. Right? That's how that works? Oh, they don't have enough water for that. So let's do 6. 6 times 8 is 48, so we have plenty of tiles for that. Perfect. Alright, how is our grid doing here? We made surf and turf! I saw it! So this is stopped. So it's not getting hot enough to turn into steam, and it's not cold enough. See? This turned it into ice, and that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping to turn that whole thing into ice. And this is back up to 11 degrees, which eventually, say 18, let's look at this. Yeah, everything is cold, but is it gonna stay cold is the question. Let's do -20. Just to keep things moving. It still moves, right? It moves behind the ice. As long as it doesn't get too cold in the pipes and it doesn't freeze and break. Sterile atmosphere, refrigerated. All this is refrigerated. This is what we wanted right here. Surf and turf is on the outside of the refrigerator, and it says that it's refrigerated, right? So sterile atmosphere removes the decay rate. Refrigerated below -17 or 18 degrees Celsius to further reduce spoilage. So that would be the deep freeze. That's what we want to get to. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the deep freeze without like ethanol or any of the supercoolant, but this is similar to what we want. We want it to get colder and colder and colder. The colder this gets, the better. And it's going to get warmer and colder and warmer and colder. That's just how it's going to be for a little bit. Only because we keep making food, right? We have cooked seafood. We've got barbecue. So we're turning that into surf and turf. This is great. Look at this. All this is turning into ice. And it's super cold. Look at that. This is awesome. None of this has none of this has gotten so hot that it evaporated the water. But we have to have that in order to keep the thermal Aquatuner cold. Otherwise, if we don't, then it will not work. It will just get so hot that it doesn't, you won't be able to cool this down. We're at 20 degrees Celsius. This is cold, keeping everything refrigerated, and that is what we want. Because refrigerated is, slowing the food's decay rate. Sterile atmosphere reduces the decay rate. So -3%, 0% per cycle. And let's see, properties. Yep, so this was mission accomplished, right? Alright, let's look at the colony summary. I think the next thing we are going to look at is possibly launching our rocket. We do need to do research. We have a lot of research to do. Yeah, we do need to reduce a building to -6 or 6 Kelvin. Yeah, the coldest building is 2.25 K. I wish it would tell you which building that was. Is that this one? You gotta remember the conversion. I don't remember the conversion. Anyways, back to colony summary. Not going to do that one yet. Yeah, that's going to take some work. And for 10 cycles in a row, we have not done any of that. That's not good, because we have to have suits on both ends. We have to have suits on here and on the other asteroid, unless we bring everybody back over to this asteroid. So we will see if we can continue with that. Let's get some more copper. We ran out, right? We may need to do another Aquatuner setup of some kind to help keep all this cold. But I do know this is going to be dormant in 7.5 cycles. Our next victim of the Aquatuner setup is going to be the cool steam vent over here. And it's simply because this is not a regular steam vent, so it doesn't get hot enough to consistently provide you steam for power, but it gives you enough water that you can cool the water and just have that go into your normal water setup, right? So that's just going to allow us to remove this issue of having this cool steam vent here. We could probably use a gold Aquatuner instead of a not a steel one, because we're not going to be getting super hot. It's not going to be like if we look, it's 110 degrees and then immediately drops into water, which is 85 degrees, right? And we already know from this Aquatuner setup that the overheat temperature is 175 degrees, right? Because of the gold. So that really helps. We can get a plug slug here. Ooh, let's do another wart seed. You can never have enough wart seeds, I feel like. Here's what we're going to do. Let's look at the germs. Okay, no germs. Let's go down. And then we are going to put food here. Boom. That's how we're going to take care of business. Right, because there's no germs on any of those. Oh, there is germs on those. Whoops. We'll put it there instead. Right here. But this blocks off the water. Alright. Look at that. Wonderful. Not refrigerated anymore. Oh boy. Maybe we have a little bit too much brine. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to deconstruct this. Right? And then just go straight up. And then change this to -21. Right? Because brine can be -22.5, right? Yeah, there we go. So let's look. Everything's refrigerated. But we want it to keep going in a loop, right? We don't want it to stop. And this is keeping it nice and cold. Why is it taking so long? Yeah, this is probably completely unnecessary to have it like this. But I thought it looks cool, right? So it goes up and over, up and down and around. Okay, it's at -24. That's not good. Yeah, that is not good at all. Wow, okay. That's because it goes from like, it drops so much after that. So if we're not careful, that's going to break the brine. Or not break the brine, break the liquid pipe, because it's going to freeze if we keep doing that. So we need to change this to, yeah, -18. So, let's see if we tried something. That goes out and in. Let's go with. So it goes up and over, up and around and down. What if we did this and this? It went like this. Would it loop around into itself? Let's empty. Can we empty this pipe? Plumbing this one. Can they reach that? There we go. So now this is going to loop itself into this cold area and keep it cold. Right? Is that going to work? I mean, it looks like it's working. Yeah, it's working for now. While all this cools off or warms up, or however you want to. But this is perpetually what we want. We want it to cool down everything, keep it keep this tile nice and cold. Right? It's in a sterile atmosphere. All right, this pip is cruising for a bruising. All this is super cold, so it's keeping this tile below -degrees. Eventually this will warm up, right? But this is a good experiment. A very good experiment. Probably could go better, but because of the limitations of brine not being able to go colder than the -22 degrees Celsius, that's what's stopping all of this from working the way we want it to. So the better coolant would be like super coolant, oil. I don't know if oil would be a little bit better, or even you know, on our other asteroid we have ethanol, right? Which I think that's what, since it's readily available, I think that's the next option here. Maybe we'll throw the researcher. We'll throw one of our researchers over here. That reminds me. Speaking of researchers, well, not researchers. We need food first. Right, and then we do need research. Let's go over here and get that done. We don't want to waste the rad bolts that are continuing to go back and forth. But this is good. This is keeping it cold, and that's exactly what we wanted, right? So, and then if we look at the temperature and around the area, everything around it's getting pretty cool too. We didn't even need a steam turbine for this, but again, it was overkill on purpose. We wanted to make sure that we weren't going to overheat the Aquatuner. And worst case, we just tie in this into, say, the cool steam vent over here. Oh man, it's getting super hot over here. Yeah, we really need to tame this next time around. So that will be good there. We may even be able to use this setup for just cooling the base entirely if we wanted to, with the brine, right? That could be an option. But this is staying nice and cold. And then if we need to hook it back up, we can. So that, folks, is how you make an extra refrigerate, like an unlimited amount of refrigeration. It's not perfect. but it suits our needs, right? It keeps food chilled for longer, and that's what we wanted to see. The deep freeze is the next portion to this, but again, I don't think we can get there until we use coolant of some kind. So let's go over here and where is that? We need mush fry to be forever, and then we need mush bars. We're gonna just throw a couple mush bars in the mix. Right? The only problem we're going to have here is all this icky oxygen. Okay. Alright folks, we are slowing it down. That is going to be it for this episode. Oh no. Why is there brine in there? Yeah, I think a pipe burst, and that was what happened there. Not good. Anyways, we will address that in the next episode. I hope we have learned something as we watch this. That was my first time creating it's actually considered just a refrigerated area, and I think the only way to get further with this to be a deep freeze is if we have a better coolant for the area. But lessons learned. I think this is a good experiment. I hope everybody enjoyed watching this episode. I'm learning a lot as we're moving forward with the progress of the save. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. And in the future, I'll try to add more content like this, so where we can actually learn about what we're trying to create as we go along. I feel like it helps more than just myself, because you could tell someone to, like, here's how you build this, but what are the issues you run into that need to be rectified in that case, right? And what we ran into here was it stopped looping because it was too cold, and then one of the pipes seemed to have broken because it got way too cold, and then now we have a little bit of brine in here, and we have to go in and actually wipe that up. So these are just reasons why I like providing these tutorial videos, because it goes a little bit more in depth than just, hey, here's your building, this is what you need to do for your Aquatuner steam turbine setup. You don't see issues and how to fix them, you just see, here's the building. So let me know if you found this helpful. Please provide me some feedback if you are comfortable doing so. That's it for this one, folks. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll see you in the next video.